Welcome to Final Accounts Adjustment Series. This is video number 8. If you haven't seen the other videos 1 to 7 or if you wish to see future videos, please check the link in description. Okay, let's get started. The following trial balance has been extracted from the books of Rajesh, 31st December 2016. You are given various debit balance and credit balance items. Drawings, plant and machinery, opening stock. Okay, we'll deal with this as we approach. Then following adjustments are to be made. Stock, so this is closing stock adjustment. Unexpired insurance, so there is some adjustment related to this. Provision for doubtful debts is to be maintained at 5% on sundry debtors, so here we have an adjustment. Then depreciate plant and machinery at the rate of 20%, so here we have an adjustment. You are required to prepare trading and profit and loss account for the year ended 31st December 2016 and balance sheet as on that date. Okay, so let's get started. We'll attack item by item. To start with, we'll take capital. Capital, it will find place in balance sheet. So balance sheet as on 31st December 2016. Capital will have some adjustments, so always write it in the inner column. And this is basically equity and liabilities, we say. Okay, under that capital, how much? 1,76,000. So that is taken care. Then you have cash sales. So this will go to your trading account. So here we have by sales. Under that we have the breakup of cash sales, 1,72,000. Then provision for bad and doubtful debts. So this is basically the opening position. Okay, this is opening position. Let's take care of it. Then you have bank overdraft, 20,000. This will appear in balance sheet liabilities. Bank overdraft, 20,000. So that is taken care. This provision will handle separately. Okay. Discount received is 6,000. This discount received will basically appear in profit and loss account. So till this region it is trading, and this region basically profit and loss account. Okay. So by discount received, how much? 6,000. It is appearing in the credit. Then credit sales. Okay. Now we got the breakup. Earlier already we have captured the cash sales. Now credit sales is 3 lakhs. So here we say by sales credit 3 lakh. So 1,72,000 plus 3 lakh, the overall sales is 4,72,000. Then we have sundry creditors, 24,000. This will appear in balance sheet liabilities. So go to balance sheet, sundry creditors, how much? 24,000. So we have captured all the items on the credit. Now let's move on to debit. Drawings. See, this will be appearing as a deduction item from capital. So go to balance sheet. In capital, as a deduction item will have drawings. How much? 44,000. I am writing it within brackets indicating it's a deduction item. Next, plant and machinery. This plant and machinery has got an adjustment. What is the adjustment? Adjustment is basically depreciation. So 1 lakh is the plant and machinery into 20% is the depreciation. That works out to 20,000. So this 20,000 will appear in P&L in debit side, and it will also appear in balance sheet asset side as a deduction item. Okay, as a deduction under what? Under plant and machinery. So let's do that. First we'll go to balance sheet asset side, plant and machinery 1 lakh. From that, less depreciation at the rate of 20%, which works out to 20,000. So now the value of plant and machinery becomes 80,000, and this 20,000 will find place in debit side of P&L account. So let's go to profit and loss account. On the debit side, we'll write to depreciation on plant and machinery, which is basically this 20,000. Okay, so we are done with that. Then opening stock. Opening stock will appear as a first item in your trading account on the debit side. So we will write to opening stock 20,000. Then purchases, it will appear next to opening stock on the debit side of trading account. So two purchases, 2,70,000. Then wages, this will also appear on the debit side of the trading account, 62,000. So two wages, 62,000. Then salaries, this will appear in P&L account, basically related to admin activities, 70,000. So we'll take it to P&L debit side. So this is P&L region, two salaries, 70,000. Then comes insurance, 45,000. So this has an adjustment, so this should come in inner column, and the adjustment is this: unexpired insurance 15,000. It means prepaid insurance. So they have paid 45,000, of which 15,000 is unexpired. That is, it is related to the future. So we have to subtract that as prepaid expense from P&L, and whatever the unexpaid portion, that should go to balance sheet under asset. So we'll write that to insurance in the inner column 45,000, from that less unexpaid, basically the prepaid 15,000. So 45 minus 15, 30,000, and this 15,000 should go to balance sheet asset side. Balance sheet asset side, where we will show it as unexpired insurance 15,000. So that is taken care. Next item is provision for doubtful debts should be maintained at the rate of 5% on sundry debtors. Okay, for this let's go to balance sheet now. But before that, let's take note of what is the sundry debtors position, because we haven't captured that yet in balance sheet. Sundry debtors is 50,000. Okay, let's go to balance sheet now. We will capture sundry debtors 50,000, and question says on this 50,000 2% provision have to be maintained. So 50,000 into 2% works out to 1,000. So that should be the closing provision. So from this, let's deduct provision for bad and doubtful debts at the rate of 2%, which is 1,000. So sundry debtors will become 49,000. But here we have a catch. As per this information, the provision that is required is only 1,000. But already there is an opening provision of 2,000. There is an opening provision of 2,000, but what is required now is only 1,000. So there is an excess provision. That excess provision have to be reversed. When you create a provision, you will take it to P&L. But when you reverse, that is, when you create a provision, you will take it to the debit side of the P&L. When you reverse it, you have to take it to the credit side. So what is already there is 2,000. What is required is only 1,000. So there is an excess portion of 1,000. This has to be reversed by taking it to the credit side of profit and loss account. And how do we do it? Let's go to P&L. We'll write by provision for bad and doubtful debts. In that, opening is 2,000. Okay. But what is required as closing provision is 1,000 only. So from 2,000, let us deduct this 1,000. So there is an excess portion of 1,000. So this is now appearing on the credit side of profit and loss account. It means we have reversed it. Okay. So that is also taken care. Then rent and taxes. This being an expense will appear in P&L account. So to rent and taxes, how much? 17,000. Then suspense account. It is not clear what amount it is, but it is appearing in debit balance. So this will appear in balance sheet asset side, 22,000. So balance sheet asset side, suspense account, 22,000. I think we are done with all the items given in the question as well as in the adjustment. Okay, let's now clear this. No, there is one more item which I missed. That is closing stock. It is given as the first adjustment. Stock on 31st December is 28,000. So this will appear in credit of the trading account and balance sheet asset side. So in trading account credit side, by closing stock 28,000, and in balance sheet asset side, stock in trade or closing stock 28,000. So look at this. On the credit side, you have 4,72,000 plus 28. So the total is 5 lakhs. On the debit side, you have 3 items which is less than 5 lakhs. So we'll write the total 5 lakhs both sides. 5 lakh minus these 3 items will give you a balancing figure of 1,48,000, and that's nothing but gross profit carried on. Okay, we'll take that to P&L by gross profit brought down. So it is appearing on the debit here in trading, so it will appear on the credit in P&L account, 1,48,000. Then with that, let's add this discount received, then provision reversed. If you add all the 3, what you will get is 1,55,000, whereas on the debit side you have only 4 items and they don't add up to 1,55,000. Okay, so this being the highest total, let's write both sides 1,55,000 minus these 4 items will give you a balancing figure of 18,000, which is nothing but the net profit, and this will be transferred to capital account. It means it will be added with capital account. So let's go to balance sheet. With that capital, let's add this net profit of 18,000. So it is 1,94,000. From that, let's deduct the drawings of 44,000. So we get 1,50,000. And with that, if you add the sundry creditors bank overdraft, you get 1,94,000 this side. And here 80,000 plus stock in trade of 28,000. Then sundry debtors of 49,000. Unexpired insurance 15,000. Suspense account 22,000. If you add all this, you are going to get 1,94,000.